morning. It's Sunday. It's quite a cold one today, actually. But yeah, how's your week been? How's your weekend been? Let me know. I just wanted to give you guys an update on things that have happened. Sorry. So I don't know if you'd seen any sort of previous videos as to kind of what's been going on, and telephone calls to I don't really know how much I can say in the video, in all honesty, but posted a video about one specific bailiff company, telephone conversation with them, head office, and then an actual conversation directly with the bailiff, which I thought was quite informative, and I thought that you guys could have potentially got something out of it, but you know, it was real, it was true, and unfortunately it's been reported and removed. I don't really know why. There wasn't an explanation on the email I received from YouTube, just saying that it was violating privacy code or conduct of some sort. So yeah, can't quite understand why that's happened. No idea. The other one that's obviously still up there is up there. That's no issue. So yeah, I suppose I can. So the bailiff company was obviously Bristo and Sutor, who collects on behalf of Salford City Council. And again, this was a collection that has been ongoing for some time, but it's something that we're trying to get under control. And my fiance Sarah, she entered into a controlled goods agreement with them for some unknown reason. But hey ho, that's what happened. And it was a video about a letter that we'd received through the post, saying that we'd defaulted on the controlled goods agreement or on the payment plan, and that they were coming back to collect upon that and remove goods from the house. So I decided to make an informed video, also I thought, for you guys to be able to see what happens and the processes that these people will take, and show you kind of what happens after that process. So it wasn't a bad video. It didn't involve any foul language. It didn't involve anyone being aggressive. So I'm a little bit stumped as to why kind of YouTube has removed it. I'm not sure, because it was only my details that were potentially on show. Not genuinely bothered about that, in all honesty. But then I did mention the bailiff direct, but again, not a major issue. The amount of people that post videos of random people or random strangers and scaring people that potentially don't have permission, so I can't see why my video has been picked on, but it's fine. It's not an issue. It just shows the power that potentially the bailiff companies have, or B, someone was really offended by it, and I can only apologise for that. If it was the bailiff company, so be it. There's nothing I can do about that. This was just an update for you guys to show you and kind of tell you where we're at. I've had no response from them since. Not even a knock at the door, not a letter through the post, not a telephone call, nothing. If it was obviously Mr. Rogers, obviously putting his details up there. Again, no apology for you, unfortunately. But yeah, you were just doing your job, as I'm doing mine now, and letting people know exactly what bailiffs are like, tactics they'll potentially use, and what potentially happens going forward. So I received a letter saying that they were coming to remove my goods if I hadn't phoned them by, it was 3:30 or something. So sat and waited, stupidly, for no one to arrive. Again, in between Christmas and New Year, still nothing from them, and we're now on 19th of January, still got nothing from them. Now, I don't want them to arrive and take my goods. What I wanted from them was to enter into a new agreement, a kind of better and more affordable payment for myself and Sarah. Now, the guy that actually came into the house, can't remember his name, I think it was called Keith. Sarah said he was actually really nice, which is fine, but he still didn't go through what was coming in and what was going out and set up an affordable payment plan for us. It's like, especially when they go into these control goods agreements and these payment plans, that they want you to fail, because they don't let you do it at an affordable kind of rate. As I mentioned in the last video, the bill was £380 or something like that when it first started. Adding in all them charges and then what we've paid so far, they've had around £700 off us, and then still wanted a further 380. Where now there's no more charges they can add on because you can only add them once. So they're kind of stuck now at £380, and the goods in my house are not going to cover that. The goods on the control goods agreement are not going to cover that. The control goods agreement, the figures are wrong on it, and the items that are listed on it are not. There's no serial numbers. There's no manufacturer names. So they've just put a TV down and a kettle and a toaster, and nothing that says that these are the kettles and toasters that was there when the first bailiff, we'll call him Keith, came round. So what I said to the bailiff on the telephone was, I was going to go to the local charity shop, pick up a load of goods and have them ready for him when he came. Two reasons for that. One, I'm helping a local charity shop by buying items that they potentially sell, and two, I then get rid of them for nothing because they're going to take them. So I don't kind of know what their next move is going to be, but I'm sure I'll list it on here. Again, as I said, I don't want them to turn up and potentially try and take goods, because that's not going to be good for anybody, let alone them. But it was just a case of letting you guys know what had happened, and the video that I did put up was my most viewed video on here, and had had quite a number of views before YouTube decided it was inappropriate. Now, I've seen some videos on YouTube, the same as anybody else, that are probably inappropriate, and I honestly didn't do or say anything that I thought was inappropriate. Why would I? I'm on a video. This is something that I want people to use, and people to, I want it to help people. So, Bristo and Sutor, if you are watching, and it was yourselves that reported it, thanks, I suppose. It means I have had some form of contact from you. Mr. Ewan Rogers, again, if you are watching, if you have seen the video, I'm not thanking you, in all honesty, but it's a job well done for you guys, because it means that you don't get protrude or shown in a bad light. But me, I'm fine. It's, do you know what I mean? It's no skin off my nose. It's just a video, but it's one I thought would potentially help people, and you've kind of pushed that to one side and decided that you potentially don't want that up there. But it is what it is. We'll move on. We'll continue. But just as a side note for Bristo and Sutor, if they are potentially watching, which is fine, subscribe to my channel, and we'll move forward as friends. I will stream should the bailiffs turn up. I potentially will go live on social media platforms, and I will let people know exactly the sort of tactics that you use and what you do on a day-to-day basis, because it's not for myself, and it's not for the general public to learn on hand how you deal with things. Information isn't readily available as much as people say it is. You can go to the citizens' advice, which is fine, but information on dealing with bailiffs is not readily available, and you guys don't seem to want to hand that information out either. but it seems like your guys at head office and the bailiffs out on the streets are not working in unison, as you hope they would. The previous video shows that the guys at head office mentioned that you could enter into a new agreement should you have missed or failed on the last one, and it was down to the bailiff, and the bailiff decided that he didn't want to do that. So there seems to be a shortfall of no communication between what you guys want to do as bailiffs on the streets, and what your head office potentially thinks is acceptable for you to do. And again, if that's the way you want to run things, that's down to you guys. But I'm here to let everybody know that the video I did post and was my most popular video on YouTube has since been removed, which is unfortunate. But there will be many others, many other bailiffs and many other companies that potentially want to chase myself and my partner for funds. We're not hiding. You know, we do want to pay them back, and as mentioned in previous videos, the job that I've currently just managed to lock down is now going to enable us to kind of speak to these people and pay off these funds. And it is just a case of picking up the phone and speaking to them. So if you are in this position where you do have, excuse me, a number of bailiffs that want blood from you, which is what it might seem, after speaking to Bristo and Sutor, that's exactly how it is. That's what they want, and they're not prepared to accept anything less. If you're a bit like myself and you've got no funds readily available, it can be like getting blood out of a stone, but they will continue to pursue that. But I'm not here to tell anybody how to do their job and to tell anybody that they're doing their job incorrectly. All I was doing was trying to inform you guys out there exactly how they do their jobs and exactly how they obtain money from people. Now, my missus was genuinely scared when she kept getting these letters from them saying that they were going to enter the premises and she'd potentially ended up going to prison and so forth and so forth. And I knew that couldn't happen because I've been in this situation before. I've been to see the citizens advice and I know what they can and can't do. But obviously trying to tell my missus not to let them through the front door was a bit of a nightmare. And she did. She let this guy in who entered into a controlled goods agreement that isn't worth the paper it's written on, but so forth. So if you are out there in this situation, don't do it. Don't let them in. Deal with them through the windows, deal with them through the letterbox, or don't deal with them when they knock on the door. Stand behind the curtain and laugh, which is what I used to do. But it's all about, it's a game at the end of the day. Don't let them in. And if they knock on the door and post a letter through, so be it. They'll add £175 onto a bill that, in all honesty, you already can't pay because you would have paid them by now. So don't feel like you're on your own, because you're not. There's many others, people like myself, that are in a similar situation to you. You're not on your own. We're here, and I'm certainly here. Any questions that you might have, as always, stick them in the comments section. Any information you might have, again, stick it in the comments section. And if you really want to, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, just an update on that. The video was removed. Bristo and Sutor, again, still haven't contacted myself, and I haven't still contacted them. But it's a good day. It's Sunday. Enjoy the kind of what's left of the weekend, and I'll catch up with you guys soon.